Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, families, faculty, staff, and graduates. First, I want to say, that was fantastic, Chelsea. Great job. Thank you. Anyways, I'm Jenna Holton, and it has been a humbling experience to serve as the Class of 2020's president over the last 4 years. It is such a joy to welcome you to the commencement ceremony we worried would never come. We were born amidst the wake of 9/11. We walked the halls of our elementary schools during the Great Recession of 2008. And now we graduate during a pandemic. From the disappointment of canceled events to the trials of acne, we've overcome uncertainty time and time again, becoming ever more empathetic and appreciative of the moments we grasp. The ambiguity and disruption of COVID-19 couldn't stifle the resilience of each graduate here. When we drove away on March 13th, no one knew that was the last time we would walk Sprayberry's campus as students. Yet, rather than wallowing in pity, we made the most of it to celebrate with a virtual senior week, Zoom calls, and car parades. We had a choice in how we would react to the unfavorable, and we chose to make the most of what we could. This practice of seeking the best despite the circumstances will serve us well in life, as we will not succumb to the pressures of negativity. Rather, we will overcome. From the first day of high school, when we stumbled around the halls, to our last first day, dressed in all black, to our first time being booed at the pep rallies, and our last time being the perpetrators of the booing, we have made great strides, becoming the passionate people who persevere for change. We've reveled in our shared success of winning the Spirit Stick back-to-back years, and celebrated the accomplishments of our all-superiors, music programs, and state-bound sports teams. We've had the joy of Carson wishing us a great day each morning, and now we've completed this 4-year institution. And while we may not feel the most prepared to pay our bills and taxes, we at least have grade A skills in bubbling A to E. We experience these moments together and have been supported by the coaches, teachers, faculty, staff, administrators, parents, and friends as we have navigated our early lives. At this time, I ask that we show our gratitude to every supporter we've had throughout our 13-year education journey, with another round of applause for the parents, teachers, and staff who have led us to this day. Congratulations, my fellow graduates of the resilient class of 2020. It has been a pleasure serving you from homecoming weeks and the Friday night lights to service projects and study sessions throughout high school. Thank you for inspiring me to work harder and for making this occasion possible. And now, please welcome the Senior Class Vice President, Ruba Khan. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenna, and you may all have a seat now. We will now hear from our Class of 2020 salutatorian, Mashur Al-Ahmad.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and families, teachers and administrators, and most importantly, the 2020 graduating class of Sprayberry. My name is Mashur Al-Ahmad, and I'm the salutatorian for the class of 2020. Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate a class that has undeniably faced darkness and tragedy, only to come out on the other side as stronger and more mature members of society. When the going got tough, and we were told that we could not participate in the last few months of our schooling, that our 12 years of hard work was coming to a disappointing end, we rose to the occasion and swam the last mile to shore, demonstrating the power and determination that the class of 2020 holds. Things might not have always gone as planned, but I know we can say that this class is resilient. We witnessed Kobe and Gigi's deaths, World War III scares, Australian mass fires, and although unsuccessfully, is trying to survive COVID-19. We'll get there someday. The world has come to a standstill during this unprecedented global health crisis as we all try to do our parts and stay home to flatten the curve. But during a time when we all have to come together as a nation, as human beings, even such a small thing as wearing a mask is made political. But during these situations, it's all about looking at the positives. It's all about looking at what we were able to accomplish and what we will be able to accomplish if we stand together. A lot of young people today have no hope for the future, and I want to call my peers into action. In the past month, we have seen protests across the country. People are fighting for the ability to live in freedom, fighting for the ability to achieve, fighting for the ability to have options in life, fighting to be able to live in equality. And we cannot let this moment slip away. 60 years ago, Martin Luther King Jr. led a movement that led to the creation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, so that we could be standing here together, so that me, a Muslim Indian immigrant, can be delivering this speech to you on this platform today. But the fight is not over yet. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I still have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. And we hold these truths to be self-evident and that all, unquote, human beings are created equal." Now, at the end of our career as students, we have an opportunity. Now is our time to take on the world, to pursue our passions, to leave a legacy. William Shakespeare and also Channing Tatum once said, "Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow," William Shakespeare and also Channing Tatum once said, "Some people are born with greatness, some people achieve greatness, and some people have greatness thrust upon them." In life, we cannot always rely on being born great or having greatness thrust upon us, but always and always remember that the ability to achieve greatness is always within our grasp. I'm confident that this graduating class of Sprayberry will utilize the lessons we have learned in the past few months to not only achieve greatness, but to also do the right thing. Congratulations, class of 2020. Great things await us.
Thank you so much, Mashur. Please join me in welcoming Sprayberry High School's principal, Ms. Sarah Griffin, to the podium.
Good evening, parents, friends, distinguished guests, and the graduating class of 2020. I'm so grateful to have been provided the opportunity to serve as the principal at Sprayberry High School this year, and I'm even more grateful that we finally are able to honor you tonight. The class of 2020 has missed out on some of the events seniors typically experience during their last year at Sprayberry. However, you were the first and only group to participate in a senior parade of graduates, a tradition we hope to continue in the future. Sprayberry is unique in that it has a true sense of community, largely in part because it has been in existence for 67 years, and because of the way that its staff, parents, and students embrace the diversity present in our population. In our graduating class this evening, we have students from more than 24 different countries who speak 22 different languages. Today, it is more important than ever that we honor this diversity and that our students can move forward to be part of a generation of positive change. Our graduating class is filled with students who have made some truly remarkable achievements. The class of 2020 has been awarded more than $1.2 million in individual scholarships, 150 students graduate with honor, and over 15% of the senior class graduate with a weighted GPA of 4.0 or higher. Members of this senior class have also earned 427 hours through dual enrollment, and we had 36 students graduate a semester earlier than projected. The class of 2020 has also spent 7,775 community service hours at worthy causes such as Trunk or Treat, Shop with the Yellow Jacket, and many others. We have 34 members of the senior class who have earned the Community Service Medal for volunteering and have recorded more than 120 community service hours individually. This year, we have several students with outstanding academic records. Our valedictorian is the student who has the highest GPA in the senior class. This year, our valedictorian is Jenna Holton, who earned a 4.727 GPA. Jenna, please stand to be recognized. Jenna will be attending Emory University in the fall. She plans to major in psychology and English with a minor in history. I would also like to add that in addition to being our valedictorian, Jenna is also this year's star student, which is an award given to the member of the senior class with the highest SAT score. Congratulations, Jenna. Our salutatorian is a student who earned the second highest GPA in the senior class. This year's salutatorian is Mashur Al-Ahmed, who earned a GPA of 4.719. Mashur, please stand to be recognized. Mashur will be attending Georgia Tech in the fall and plans to major in neuroscience. Congratulations. I'd also like to recognize two students who were honored with prestigious awards. The first is the 2020 Ray Kroc Award. Each participating high school selects one graduating senior, one who has earned the respect of teachers and fellow students alike through selfless contributions to the school and/or community. The Ray Kroc Award is not necessarily the best scholar or best athlete. Rather, he or she is simply a good person whose actions on and off the school's campus indicate a desire to achieve and become a responsible, honest, and contributing member of society. This year's recipient is an active member of the varsity lacrosse and cross-country teams, the Model UN team, the Art Club, Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy, the Law and Leadership Academy, and was an ambassador for International Night. This year's Ray Kroc Award was awarded to Leah Rocha. Leah, please stand to be recognized. The next award is the AJC Cup. Since 1927, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution has recognized generations of top Metro Atlanta high school students. They are selected by each high school's faculty and administration. This well-deserved recognition is included in the AJC. The selection criteria is based on academic excellence, leadership, community service, and extracurricular involvement. This year's recipient has served as president for both the Anchor Club and Sting. She was a member of Beta Club, SGA, FCA, the Spanish Honor Society, the National Honor Society, Principals Advisory Committee, and the Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy. This year's AJC Cup recipient was Peyton Davidek. Peyton, please stand to be recognized. This senior class of 2020 has been a wonderful group of students. They are the embodiment of Sprayberry's mission statement of excellence our tradition, diversity our strength, and success our mission. These students have embraced the Sprayberry traditions from the homecoming hall decorations to the legacy of community service. Their success is seen today when we will watch them all receive their high school diplomas in a few moments. I'm so proud of their hard work and dedication that allowed them to reach this point in their lives. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty at Sprayberry High School, the alumni, the community, and our district administration, I wish you the best in all of your future endeavors.
We will now hear from our class of 2020 valedictorian, Jenna Holton.
Wow, you guys just can't get rid of me, can you? Sorry. Anyways, on a more serious note, it is truly an honor to represent the Sprayberry High School class of 2020. And I would like to take a brief moment to extend our gratitude to each person who has helped guide us through the bruises of our youth to the cusp of adulthood. We must use their lessons to continue onto our paths where life will cease to hold our hands the way our mentors have. To be honest, when I first started writing this speech, I had scattered ideas scribbled across dozens of pages, many of which are crumpled in the trash. But I decided to take advice I've heard throughout the last 4 years and write what I'm afraid to write. That being said, I'd like to tell you a story from the colorful comforts of kindergarten. Imagine a girl in the back of the classroom, her eyes shifting from the gazes of her peers and teachers as she taps her feet vigorously against one another. When her teacher asks for volunteers, her hands remain numb in her lap, with her head to the floor. But there was little she could do during popcorn reading. She feared the words on a page because, to her, they were squiggles and lines of no meaning. While her peers read seamlessly, she couldn't decipher the mess of ink, and they couldn't help but remind her of it. Her teacher later scheduled a conference with her parents to discuss her learning delay and missing language fundamentals. After the meeting, the girl would return home each day to practice phonics with her mom, quizzed with flashcards and terribly boring books. She hated the combination of letters, not because she hated to learn, but rather because of the way her brows wrinkled in frustration as her thoughts screamed defeat. The taunting at school and continued strained understanding only reminded her how behind she was. Her mom pushed her to continue, and with months of repetitive practice, the letters began to take the form of words. She detested each moment of drills until 3rd grade, when the words adorning the pages of a certain book series captivated her. Language had the power to move people, and she began to wish her own writing could be the voice of others. Her new passion carried her forward, and she understood the value of diligence over inbred talent. Standing before you now baffles me, and I keep pinching myself to see if it's real. I stand before you as a testament to the power of hard work, the strength of enthusiasm, and the insatiable nature of a love of learning. As a young child, I took for granted the value of learning, allowing my sense of inferiority and failure to blind me from its joys. But now, as a first-generation college student who holds dedication as a tenet of life, I recognize true intelligence is not about what you know, but rather knowing what you do not, and working to close the gap between the two. The value of education doesn't solely come from an institution, but rather from our experiences throughout life. In the words of Tara Westover, quote, "An education is not so much about making a living as it is making a person," end quote. Thus, we must strive to be lifelong learners because the moment you stop learning, you stop living. We must redefine what success looks like in each of our lives. It shouldn't be the number of dollar signs to our name, or the number of friends in our circle, or the number of our GPA. Our success is not relative to the success of others. For if we spend every waking moment looking to others for a marker of success, we lose our sight of our own goals, and we lose ourselves to a competition we were never meant to partake in. Many of you may remember me as the girl of grade and score secrecy, and while I know my classic "a grade" response infuriated many of you, I had a greater purpose behind it. You should never be reduced to a number. You are so much more. Your success should be measured how you define it for yourself. I urge you, as we enter the rest of our lives, do not settle into working merely for a paycheck, but rather for a passion. With each step forward, we will face resistance and setbacks. But this passion will sustain us in more ways than a paycheck ever could as we lead beyond a title. Through these continued trials, we must recognize that failure is not but a moment of incomplete success, and our passions will support us if we pursue progress over perfection, as Ms. Beeman says. We should turn our adversities into opportunities, as they provide our common ground for motivation. Our common motivations will allow us to triumph together, and perhaps the greatest achievements of the world have been attained when people work together. In a world where the color of your skin, your gender, your sexual orientation, your socioeconomic status, and so on dictates where you start the race of life, we should instead work together to redefine this experience. In a world on the verge of being void of love, be the love you wish to see. Love everyone you meet and grant mercy, because we are all broken, and this brokenness connects us. Brian Stevenson, founder of the Equal Justice Initiative, writes in his memoir, Just Mercy, quote, "There is a strength, a power even, in understanding brokenness. because embracing our brokenness creates a need and desire for mercy, and perhaps a corresponding need to show mercy. When you experience mercy, you learn things that are hard to learn otherwise. You see things you can't otherwise see. You hear things you can't otherwise hear. You begin to recognize the humanity that resides in each of us, end quote. Mirrors walk among us. Broken pieces of ourselves reside within everyone we meet. Our emotions and sufferings are universal. We are mirrors of one another. Our common brokenness is the vehicle for our compassion, our mercy, our empathy. However, empathizing with these pains is not enough if there is no action behind it. Defying toxic conformity is essential to ensure the protection and progression of humanity despite the injustices that strangle our society. Our reality will not change unless we change. The complacent must become active, and we must all recognize that when one person becomes wounded, we all do. This unity of common brokenness should unite us together to be the agents of change. After all, we've been part of one team in Cobb County, but why not one team in the world? No matter what field you enter, I hope that you will help spark the change that we need. I believe in each of you. Now you must believe in yourself. Can we be the generation that finally makes the change? Can we be the generation that does not have to tell our children they too must be the change we couldn't bring? Can we be the generation where hate is replaced with love? To the class of 2020, we will learn, we will act, we will serve. Together. Thank you. Go Yellow Jackets.
Class of 2020, the moment we have all been waiting for has arrived. It is now time for the presentation of our diplomas. Please welcome back Principal Ms. Sarah Griffin.
I hereby certify that the graduating seniors of Sprayberry High School have met the high school graduation requirements of the State Board of Education and the Cobb County School District, and are thus entitled to all rights and privileges for completing these requirements. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas.
That works for me. Jenna Marie Holton with honor. Mashur Al-Ahmed with honor. Ruba Hassan Khan with honor. Jean Ashley Yoon with honor. Chelsea Emmanuel Bertrand with honor. Alexa Diara Ellis with honor. Alex Abreu. Katrin Joy Acklin with honor. Joseph Robert Adams. Tufail Ahmed with honor. Eric Davion Alexander. Wendy Yamileth Alfaro Campos. Callie Hannah Anderson with honor. Henry Michael Antrobus with honor. Sierra Rose Bailey with honor. William Earl Smith Baker. Stephen Michael Barnett. Solomon Alexander Blackshear. Francisco Junior Bolanos. Manquana Bopape with honor. Kennedy Elani Bradwell with honor. Nadia Aniel Braxton. Jeremy Brooker. Maya Lynette Brunson. Fernando Canedo. Jacqueline Fernanda Castrejon. Brandon Cecilio with honor. Emily Yvonne Cervantes. Malik Kamal Chabaita. Odessa Michael Ann Cheatham with honor. Jamari Damaje Chisholm. Randy Jesus Cipriano. Taylor Ariane Colbert with honor. Candice Shako Cortez. John Adam Count with honor. Justin Keith Cyril with honor. Hannah Marie Dalton with honor. John David Danks. Deja Sana Darcy. Peyton K. Davidek with honor. Isabella Kaylin Delira with honor. Carolyn D'Souza Pereira. Alpi Demir. Lauren Taylor Di Giovanni. Charles Thaddeus Dixon. Brianna Monnier Mary Dali. Makai Dow. Depreet Dubé. Andrew Jacob Dunn. Duante Alexander Eanes. Jonathan Augustin Escamilla. Jet Paul Flingy with honor. Johnny Joel Zayon Frazier with honor. Malia Liana Garduk with honor. Lucas Kitsela Gedley. Ariana Zune Portia with honor. Arsema Welkiros Getachu with honor. Susana Natalie Gonzalez. Haley Ann Goodner with honor. Isaac Ray Gordon. Nikita Koshik Govani with honor. Xavier Dimitri Granville with honor. Owen Robert Greiner with honor. Alexis Hope Grimm. Grace Olivia Guinan with honor. Bethany Georgia Hale. Amanda Christine Hall with honor. Aliyah Kayleen Harris with honor. Mylan DeAndre Harris. Jayla Renee Henderson. Angel Luis Hernandez del Rosario with honor. Jair Hernandez. Jasmine Rebecca Hernandez. Luisa Fernanda Hernandez with honor. Natalie Sarai Hernandez with honor. Jacoby DeJohn Hobson II. Zena Mary Hoffman. Mary Aislinn Grace Hogstad with honor. Kevin Lawrence Houston. Shakoya Joel Hoyt. Ramon Robert Hudson II. Raven Sharice Hudson. Levi Cole Jaggers with honor. Jemiah Yaxley Jameson Jr. Michelle Nicole Jeffries. Nathaniel David Jenkins. Garrett Kyle Johnson with honor. Justin Leonard Johnson with honor. Justin Ty Johnson. Keyshawn Malik Johnson. Alyssa Delia Jones. Sicario Armani Jones. Eladio Juarez Jr. with honor. Natalie Joyce Cadzo with honor. Haley Ann Kennedy. Isha Khan. Sana Saeed Khan. Saigon Jody Kitt. Abdullah Samir Kewan. Kyle William Kosior. Ty Landry. Joseph Dylan Lazenby. Yen Tui Lee with honor. Darius Matthew Lee. Sophie Marie Lefebvre with honor. Jacob Lesko with honor. Guadalupe Montserrat Lopez Torres with honor. Jitzel Lopez. Mia Sabrina Lopez. Michelle Lopez. Juan Rafael Lucero with honor. Chloe Elizabeth Lunsford with honor. Destiny Simone Maureen Luster with honor. Natalie Jimena Marquina with Alicia Marie Martinez. Amy Martinez. Lizbeth Martinez. Raul Jr. Martinez. Richard Martins Del Monde Silva. Raymond Christian Mary. Sean McKinley Maxwell. Jessica Elaine McCormack. Chelsea Yvonne McCullum. Kelsey Giovanna McCullum. Taylor Ashlyn McKinney. Alfonso Meadows. Sarah Xavier Mendez. Isabella Lena Merle. Victoria Renee Mitchum with honor. Lauren Soleil Mizell. Jefferson Daniel Morataya Felipe with honor. Antia Gerada Mosley. Makeen Madi Mohamed Mwenda. Yulancy Darnell Munden Jr. Danea Marie Neal with honor. Shariah Renee Nelson. Andrew Wynn. Tianis Nasne Knock. Gabriel Nunez Mura with honor. Shelby Nicole Odie. Paris Chanel Pascal with honor. Savannah Olivia Peasant Hosea with honor. Alfonso Alexander Perez. Jacob Cole Pettifer. Stilian Petrov Politov with honor. Mason Neil Porter with honor. Ben Scott Power. Keziah Marie Price with honor. Oscar Eugenio Prieto Peralta with honor. Shivani Ramkumar with honor. Brazady Ramos Carbajal. Nicholas Formis Real with honor. Javon Jeffrey Reed. Bryce Taylor Lee Roden. Aaliyah Ashley Riley. Jocelyn Rios with honor. Matthew Scott Rissmiller. Titan Alexander Robinson. Lupita Celia Rocha. Cicia Maria Rodriguez. Jonathan Philip Rosenthal with honor. Kaylin Bovell Royston with honor. Marissa Jordan Sagneri with honor. Joshua Basem Sahane. Christopher Sandoval. Jacob Alexander Sargent. Esther Yaya So Segbename with honor. Maribel Elizabeth Sinsene. Logan Alexander Shared with honor. Ansley Alicia Simpson with honor. Daniel Alexander Smith. Jennifer Lynn Spurlock. Gianni Matthew Suma. Thierry Jamaica Tan. Jillian Tavares. Charles Landon Taylor Jr. Amara Yasmin Thomas. Deji Andrew Thomas. Sophie Mairead Thompson with honor. Miracle Aaliyah Tinsley. Olivia Geneva Tao. Brianne Whitney Townsend. Jose Ruben Trejo. Mayra Julissa Trejo. Carlos Andres Llorena with honor. Casey Lydia Velasquez with honor. Dakota Walker. Gracie Wallace. Nicholas Aaron Wallace with honor. Gavin Michael Wozni. Summer Caitlin Weathers. William Lucas Wehunt. Austin Michael Williams. Cameron Alicia Monique Williams. Megan Jean Williams. Gabrielle Sarah Witcher. Gabrielle Sarah Witcher. Jordan Tariq Woods with honor. Mahalet Tibebu Worku with honor. Amir Lamar Worthy. Joshua Reynolds Young with honor. Shannon Marie Wright with honor. Joshua Evan Bruce Zagame.
Class of 2020, please stand. As we move from high school to our next adventures in life, we turn our tassels to symbolize this chapter being complete.